Hello, World Wide Web. Welcome to the Hangin With Web Show. I'm GW Pomichter. Thanks for logging on and tuning in. If you haven't already, go on down and subscribe. Do it now. We'll wait. That's all we're waiting. Do it now. Okay, great. Don't forget to check out the description for more information about the show, our partners, our guests. We are here at Surfside Playhouse in Cocoa, Florida, and we are hanging with Jack Maloney. How you doing? Thanks for hanging with us, Jack.
Thank you so much.
Jack is playing Emile deBecque in South Pacific, the South Pacific production, which is running from now all the way through March 19th.
That's correct.
Here in Cocoa Beach. So if you are in the area out there on the World Wide Web, get on by, grab your tickets to Roger and Hammerstein's South Pacific. So let's start out a little bit about what brought you to community theater.
Retirement.
Retirement.
I used to do theater professionally up in New York City for a while in the '80s, early '80s.
Oh wow!
And then I went into the work field, and then periodically now I do it. Well, I retired when I was 62, 3 years ago. So.
And retired right back into the theater.
Went right, did some local theater, yeah.
This
theater in particular.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about this role that you're playing.
Emile deBecque is is the man that I want to be in life. He's honest.
You got plenty of time. You'll get there.
Yeah, right. He's a meaty role to play because he's a man's man. He's sincere. He's got great character. He believes his belief systems are just perfect for my belief system.
Guy.
Yeah, he's a guy's guy.
Guy's guy. You know, the 40s and the 50s gave us some of the greatest characters in that they were, you don't want to say they were really two-dimensional because they had a lot more to them than that. But they really set archetypes for modern characters. It's a musical. Do you have a favorite song?
Some Enchanted Evening.
Some Enchanted Evening?
For sure.
Okay.
Some Enchanted Evening.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So you retired into theater. You did some acting in New York.
I did. I was in the Screen Actors Guild, Actors Equity.
But you know, it's the Space Coast. We're known for putting rockets into space. How are we doing? How's the theater?
Yeah, the space is the last frontier. You guys are doing good.
Yeah. And the theater's doing okay, huh?
The theater's doing great.
Theater's doing okay, alive and well on the Space Coast here. You know, theater it's backstage, on stage. It's a unique environment, and it's a fun environment. What would you say is the most memorable moment that you've had here on the set working South Pacific?
Actually, opening night, relaxing into discovering Emile deBecque's genuineness.
Really?
Yeah.
Just kind of finding that character?
Just finding and realizing, you know, that this man is sincere. Everything he does is sincerity.
Well, let's talk about that. A lot of actors, both professional and, you know, community actors, talk about, you know, that bringing that character to life, creating that character on stage from the page. How difficult was that for you? And you know, was it easy? Was it something that you really had to work hard toward?
Yeah, you know, it wasn't. It wasn't because I emulated him, and you know, I believe as far as an actor, you put yourself into the role of the character, and you create him via you, you know, via your vehicle. So it was at first a challenge, and then I realized what kind of man he was, and as I said in the beginning, you know, I
found that footing.
Yeah, and it was very powerful.
That is fantastic. Now. We talked a little bit with your co-star about the fact that this is South Pacific is a play that was very contemporary and almost groundbreaking in its day in the 40s and 50s. And many of the overtones and the issues that it spoke to, we like to think have gone away, but we've seen a huge resurgence of late. And so Did you have any feelings or misgivings or excitement that came from knowing that you were telling such a contemporary story about such powerful issues that have transcended 50 years?
This show hit Broadway in 1957. Wow, what a message with the racism that's clearly presented, and even Emile sings in the second act. Along with Lieutenant Cable, you got to be taught. Cable sings that, and then it's just a message that's you could run at any time. South Pacific.
It's timeless. It really is. Yeah. And the further we get away from things that are so overt as the 40s and 50s, we realize that it's part of our human story is always trying to overcome our differences and our prejudices, and so that makes it really a timely story to tell.
And it is taught.
It is.
As the song says,
it is.
It got to be taught.
It's inherent in the human condition is our need to pass down to our children our own vices, if you will. Yeah. And you have to unteach sometimes. And South Pacific did a great job of putting it out there, center stage for all to see.
Yes.
So, what was the best thing that happened to you this week?
The best thing that happened to me this week was remembering a line in the show in the first scene, which I was dropping. And God bless Nellie, Jennifer.
And that's why I have cards.
God bless. I was dropping this line, and I finally got it. So
awesome.
That was a milestone.
We explained to most of our guests that what happens is this is Hangin' With. It's a casual show, and the folks out on the World Wide Web have some. They want to get to know the people that they're listening to personally. And so what we do is we go out to social media and all over the web. We grab up questions that are what people are asking each other, what they're asking their friends, what they're making memes about, those kind of things. She shuffles them up. I look up there, and I never know what I'm going to get. So I'm going to apologize in advance.
All right.
Okay. So
I will too then.
This is good. There we go. If you join the circus, what would you do?
My first job was with the circus.
All right.
I don't want to tell you that.
That's like never happened before. That's
well, you don't want to hear what I did, though.
That's cool. Okay. Well,
but you don't want to hear my job.
First thing, what would your new job be now?
My new job would be what are they called? When they High Wire Act.
Oh, the High Wire Act. Okay. And now we have to know. What was your original job?
My first job
circus?
for $2 a day was to follow Little Eva, which was the original Tarzan movie elephant, around picking up her.
I had a feeling. I did.
Her remains after she relieved herself.
So you see, there's life after shoveling elephant poo.
It led me right down. It hooked me right away. The show business.
He came back to show business after that.
That's right.
Okay, so in your opinion, the greatest invention of all time?
The greatest invention of all time. Wow. I would have to say electricity.
Electricity. It got us these awesome lights and these great cameras and the World Wide Web. We would have none of it without electricity.
Nada.
That's right. Okay, you're an actor.
Right.
If we trapped you inside of a TV show for a week and you get to pick the show, where are you going to go?
What show would I be trapped inside?
I'm going to trap you inside a TV show for a week.
Oh, I would Blacklist.
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 As you're an actor, so you get to be anything you want to be.
Definitely as the sidekick to Slater.
Okay.
Slater's sidekick.
Okay, good. So
go-to man. I would be his go-to man.
All right, there you go. Okay, well, you're obviously an actor. You were a hard worker in the circus. What was your day job before you retired?
I was a clinical social worker with the Department of Veterans Affairs.
A clinical social worker with the Department of Veterans Affairs.
I worked with Vietnam veterans and other combat veterans, solely with combat veterans.
Thank you so much from all of us.
Which I am one.
From all of us in the veterans community and yourself. Thank you so much for that work. It's important nowadays. And if you need that help, guys, I know we have a lot of vets that watch the show. As I'm a veteran myself, get that help.
Sure.
Get that help.
The vet centers are out there.
They are. We lose too many brothers every day that don't get that help, so get that help. So What do you love most about doing South Pacific?
I like the community, the feeling of everyone pulling together. You know, behind you, people have no idea what goes into preparing for a role. The tech rehearsals and the lights and the sound and the costumes and the makeup and, you know, just everybody pulling together to move a set or to push a prop or bring a prop out.
This is an amazing set, by the way. This is fantastic.
The
it really
people
is.
were just marvelous who worked on
It
the
is.
set.
Community theater is unique in that it's all hands on deck all the time.
Yeah.
So you get to see so much of what's going on. Professional theater, so much of that is removed. The actors act and the set designers design.
Just to watch it come to life, you know, from day one when you're sitting out there reading off your book for the first day and then to opening night. Quite a process.
Okay. So I got the card that says I got to wrap it up. So as I'm wrapping it up here, guys, we're going to say a special thanks to our friends at Something Unique Magazine, the Florida Book News, Wordfire Press, Space Coast Comics, Famous Spaces and the Funnies, the Historical Miniature Gaming Society South, all y'all out there that are sharing these videos all over the World Wide Web. We are so, so grateful for that. We're so grateful for you sharing these artists and these creators with the World Wide Web. I'm G.W. Pomichter, and we've been hanging with Jack Maloney, who plays Emile deBecque in South Pacific here at the Surfside Playhouse in Cocoa Beach. Remember, folks, subscribe, log on, tune in, and see who we're hanging with next. Thanks a lot.